Numbering around 10,000 runners in every zone, we can see the leads of the international invited runner Ayele Abshero from Ethiopia with his personal best result of 2 hours, 4 minutes, 23 seconds, set at the 2012 Dubai Marathon. And not the only star. The women's category includes the winner of last year's event, Meseret Minitsu, in good shape and looking to win again this time around. So the gun is fired to start the first zone run, and that means the 2018 C&D Xiamen Marathon is underway. The best 10,000 runners lead the Zone A run out of a total of 30,000 runners. They include the best runners from around the world. Following them, Zone B runners start their run 25 minutes later at 7:55 local time. Different starting times based on 3 zones benefits the runners' times, as in any professional marathon like Xiamen. Not the best weather for today's race, but it hasn't affected the runners. Happy faces all over the soaking track. A big thank you to the on-site reporter, organization crews, and the runners for making this event even bigger and even more successful. So, a rainy day with a temperature ranging between 14 Celsius to 16 Celsius. This will be a challenge for the runners. Total registration numbers for runners for this year is 27,560, and that's up from last year, which was 25,636. The oldest competitor is 86 years, 5 years older than last year at 81 years old. Today's world is full of data and numbers, as we can see here. Look at that participation ratio, 5-to-1 based on the men's and women's category. The youngest runner is just 20 years old, with around 1,000 runners coming from 300 family members. Registration for this marathon started in September of 2017, with some 50,000 people registering online, which resulted in 33,239 entrants taking part in this wonderful event from a total of 42 countries. But this time, 1,064 runners are actually from Xiamen, which is 178 more when compared to last year. In that group, 25 high-level runners from Ethiopia, USA, Kenya, Ukraine, Latvia, and Russia, all specially here to take part in this event. Quick chat about one of those leading men from Ethiopia, Ayele Abshero, with a personal best of 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 23 seconds. That's 2 minutes off the world record, and so a favorite for this event. In that top level, we also have Meseret Minitsu from Kenya in the women's, with a best of 2 hours, 23 minutes, 26 seconds, and aiming to break this year's event record. All in all, we can see a lot of familiar faces from the long-distance running world, like the number 001 holder. He's the 2016 champion at Xiamen and finished third the year after. And there, the 2017 Frankfurt Marathon champion, Mr. Yang, and also the women's champion for the 2015 C&D Xiamen Marathon. This is the Xiamen Marathon all-time record holder, world-famous Mari Dibaba. She loves this circuit, as do the other runners. With the beautiful scenery, views offered of Xiamen City, they all really enjoy running marathons here. Minutes away now, and the leading zone is packed full with all the international invited runners. They started their run at 7 a.m., followed by Zone B at 7:55 and Zone C at 8:20. Now let's take a look at that race route for the 2018 C&D Xiamen Marathon. Starting from Xiamen International Convention and Exhibition Center, they run west towards Huizhan Road. Then they run past all the iconic buildings in Xiamen City. The Xiamen University, the Xiamen International Convention and Exhibition Center, Luizhang Avenue, Yanwu Bridge, and Guanyinshan. The race route will head around the whole of Xiamen City, so runners and fans can enjoy the views, as always, 42.195 kilometers in total. The organizers have made some small changes for this year's event by reducing repeated route running from 3 to 2, meaning they increased the length of track. In addition to that, the running route has no tunnels, which reduces the difficulty for the runners. For the last 30 kilometers, all downhill on high-quality asphalt road, which means less bouncing effect for the runners and less strain on the runners' ankles. Here's the superstar, Kenenisa Bekele, 30 years old from Ethiopia, with a personal best result of 2 hours, 9 minutes and 33 seconds. And here's one of China's best, Yang Jinghong, an experienced local runner and always aiming to snatch his best result in this year's event. Another local runner here, the great Yang Jinghong, with a personal best result of 2 hours, 13 minutes and 36 seconds. This is his debut at the 2018 C&D Xiamen Marathon. So, a lot of top-class runners here for this year's event, and here's another Olympic winner, Chen Ding. He's also an ambassador for the Xiamen Marathon. Checking in on runner number 451, Guangxi Yang now, who should be at zone 1 in the last row. The runners are now reaching the water station. Some think water consumption would be less during rainy days, but they actually take on even more. Runners need to take more water because their energy consumption is much more than during a normal day, and all that heat buildup needs to be balanced. This used to be a tunnel area in previous events, but as we said, not this time. This year, the organizers cancelled this route and replaced it with another track, which also meant less U-turn back running. This is the first turning point at around 16 kilometers, located at Luizhang Avenue. This year, the organizers have enhanced the timing recording system. Firstly, on hand, 10,000 volunteers located in each zone for security reasons. Secondly, time records taken by detecting the SIM-based timing chips located in runner wristbands, based on the zones and mats within them. Finally, referees work together with timing crews, checking the final results. And good news for China, as Chen Ding is leading the Zone B group. Good choice of running tactics, slowing down first and increasing speed from behind. Very smart runner, Chen, experienced and also an Olympic winner in walkathon, but still a challenge for him in marathon. But then he always does his best and enjoys a walk-run strategy, switching from walk to run pace. This year's event brought together 28 running clubs and 2,000 volunteers who set up 15 stations to serve our runners. Furthermore, 2,000 campus volunteers also helped in other areas, including on-site setting and traffic, amongst others. There are also 40+ stations with cheer teams along the track to build a good city-wide running atmosphere. Quick weather check. The temperature is increased 1.5 Celsius, rain is slowing down, still pretty humid at 98%, wind speed a steady 0.7 meters, visibility a perfect 3.5 kilometers. As for awards, there will be a special award for local athletes, a total prize pool around $200,000, The men's category is set for within 2 hours 15 minutes, while for the ladies, it's within 2 hours 30 minutes. The first winner will get $50,000, so no surprise the prize pool eventually attracted so many local top runners to join this year's Xiamen Marathon. Based on records, plenty of the winners of other local marathons during last year joined in this year's Xiamen Marathon, as we can see. Yang Li Hong, runner number 100, Li Chunhui, winner of the 2017 Hangzhou Marathon, that's Guang Yousheng, winner of the 2017 Beijing Marathon, including Shenzhen International Marathon winner. This Xiamen Marathon is, in fact, deemed by the IAAF as a gold label road race, so the points can be used by runners to qualify for World Championship Marathon events. There are a final 32 slots, and the expected time is around 2 hours and 40 minutes. Of course, the Xiamen Marathon is famous for its coastal scenic course. Runner Yang Jian has been taking part in this event for 15 years, and the scene has only got more developed and modern in that time. Now the runners are passing through Yanwu Bridge, nearing the 12-kilometer mark. How about that for a spectacular view around the bridge area? Some elevation here, so it's not the easiest route as you're running up that hill. But in truth, for these professional runners, they will know exactly how to manage their speed and fitness to match the terrain. After Yanwu Bridge, the runners can increase their pace as the circuit becomes a straight route. The organizers also managed to send out 35 pacemakers to lead the race on 9 different running routes, so as to ensure the runners didn't end up running on the wrong route. These runners hail from other countries like Hong Kong and Taipei, in total 25 cities. It's always good to see marathon environments like this in China, or in fact around the world. Participation numbers are on the up year by year as more and more friends and family members join marathons together. And how about that for an aerial view from the circling helicopter? That is the whole of the beautiful city of Xiamen. Yanwu Bridge has now been in use for 16 years, and this historical running route makes it one more year included today. Now to check in on the domestic top runners led by Yang Junhong, an experienced national marathon runner, Dongguo Jian, Yang Dinghong, and Duo Buji, also in the national running team, up with him. They are also fighting to qualify for the World Championships too, but their main priority is the upcoming 2018 Asian Games in Indonesia. Let's see how they do here first in this first event of the year, the 2018 Xiamen Marathon. Now heading downhill, it's a different mindset to avoid slips, especially during rainy days like this. Yang Jinghong is steadily pacing himself, and that pace is quite fast, but he needs to maintain psychological focus to keep that pace through the rain. We can see runners slowly increasing their pace here. Just on the left-hand side from the runners is Xiamen Old Street, and on the right-hand side is Lujiang Avenue. Zone 3 here, and the last zone 10,000 runners preparing to run at the same time. On the other side are the Zone 1 runners already doing their turnaround. We were looking forward to the third zone run, and it finally starts at 8:20. To the turnaround area at 16 kilometers, and this is tricky. The road along the convention center is a bit slippery, so runners have to be very careful at this area to avoid getting injured. To the women's race now, and that is Meseret Mengistu Biru with a personal best result of 2 hours, 23 minutes and 26 seconds. On average, most marathon runners can run 1 kilometer in roughly 3 minutes, and that's the pace being set here. The women's category and race is always a crowd favorite here, with all runners hoping to get a better result. The Xiamen Marathon is now one of the big marathons in China. It's been around for a while too, and if a local China runner can win today, it would be the 7th consecutive year. Here are the women now entering the first turnaround and heading south, passing Luijiang Avenue. As usual, there is the timing car in front of the first zone runners with a digital screen placed behind the car and showing the best time records. 2 hours, 6 minutes, 19 seconds, a benchmark for the runners. Men's category still looking quite stable as they reach 18.5 kilometers. At this rate, they could reach halfway of the full course within 1 hour and 5 minutes. Spotting some runners again now at Yanwu Bridge near the 20-kilometer mark. Here you can see all the runners from all the zones at this area, a view that has been seen for 16 years. It is the iconic view of the Xiamen Marathon. Temperature check, now around 15 Celsius, wind speed at 0.6 meters a second. Not that strong a wind, but still the rain pours down. Runners are actually more afraid of wind than rain, in fact, because wind can greatly affect the runners' performances. Stronger winds can also cause runners to breathe harder. So a mild wind like this should cause no problems at all on a day like this for these runners. It's also good to see all the runners greeting each other, showing respect and appreciating each other. There are a lot of runners from 3 different zones, but still they're all encouraging each other, whether at the front or behind. We watch these scenes every year. Same numbers of runners, same Xiamen Marathon spirit. Halfway point now, and we're at 1 hour, 5 minutes. Getting near to 21 kilometers and 1 hour, 5 minutes in, so still a good half run to go. The last half run route is slightly easier because the road is quite flat, and that lets the runners increase their pace. The record to date is just over 2 hours, set by Dennis Kimetto, and soon women are expected to reach that level. The exact record is 2 hours, 2 minutes and 57 seconds, set in Berlin in 2014. Back in the men's category, could someone break their personal best today? Well, that would depend on a number of factors, but with such a short distance run, it would be a challenge to say the least. All we can do is wish each of them the best. Starting to see the first zone runners running down from Yanwu Bridge now, but still through a constant light rain. A great many top professional runners have said that results really only turn up after 30 kilometers, so it's so important to keep pace with other runners before that 30-kilometer mark. And here is our oldest athlete, 85 years young and running. A far cry from the youngest runner today, just 20 years old. And that's a very nice shot. A lot of fun times happening here in Xiamen today. Back to the race at 2 hours 10 minutes, and Zone 1 now has only one runner left, leading the way. While in the women's category, Hirut Alamayehu from Ethiopia is currently running in second place, and her teammate should be ahead of her in first. More runners passing by Yanwu Bridge. First zone has already reached 21 kilometers. First in men's leads first in women's by around 2 kilometers. It's a very fast pace that's being set. Runners usually maintain the same running pace during the first half of a course until around 1 hour and 5 minutes. Then they'll perform a negative split and increase their pace after 30 kilometers. Only 9 runners remaining in the first zone. One of the local runners is Chen Li Hong. She started with the last 11 runners. The runner on the right here is Ayele Abshero. He's got a cap on with some hand gloves to keep a constant body temperature. Weather temperature can be such a problem, and he's obviously concerned because Xiamen will be cooler during this month. Zone 3 runners just started their runs, timed at 1 hour 17 minutes. Great to have so many views this year. Cameras on the ground, cameras on the move, and cameras in the air. Here's another wonderful aerial view from our helicopter. You can see the beauty of Xiamen City and the running course again. Over there is the Xiamen University, which was established in 1921 by Chen Jiageng and has now become one of the highest rated local universities in China. "26 kilometers now, and the fastest time is 1 hour 18 minutes. Yang Dinghong is out by about 40 seconds, meaning it should be hard to get back to Zone 1. Entering the turnaround area at Lujiang Avenue now, another of these spectacular locations here at the Xiamen Marathon. first zone just has 8 runners left in it now. Let's see what their result is in the final run-in. Another fantastic aerial view to check out the scene of Huandao South Road. Around 30,000 runners running on that road right now, and that's a 360-degree view. Meanwhile, the leaders are getting near to the 30-kilometer marker. Xu Guangdong is still the runner setting his own pace. Guang Ziyan should be in second place in Zone 3. The organizers have made a new medal design this year, inspired by the spirit of the runners. It includes a new Xiamen Marathon logo representing the runners at Xiamen City's iconic buildings and views. Here's the leader of the women's category, Fatuma Sado Dego. Her personal best result is 2 hours, 24 minutes, 16 seconds, which she created during the Toronto Marathon. That's the Ma Yuhan Sports Center, which is also the first football field in Xiamen. Back to the women, and Fatuma Sado Dego is dominating in first place, very fast indeed, to already reach 28.5 kilometers. In the first zone of the men's race, just 7 runners left, all at a fast pace. 1 hour, 33 minutes, 45 seconds, and approaching 32 kilometers now. Runners now heading towards Guanyinshan and the turnaround. After that, it's left and 10 kilometers towards the end. They will be quite a while running at Guanyinshan though. Runner Yang Dinghong should be in 10th place. Keeping our focus on the first zone runners, still 7, and it's very quiet around Guanyinshan. Runner Yang Dinghong should be in 10th place, but he's still increasing his pace to chase those front runners. This last area of the race route is the most competitive, so we should see the truly good runners after 32 kilometers. Seems like the rain is getting heavier, but the leader still makes it to 33 kilometers and is maintaining at 2 hours 14 minutes. First zone now, 5 runners left leading the way. And now back with our women's leader, runner number 24, and still on course for a good result. Checking in with the amateur runners, 1 hour 45 minutes, not too bad, but the important fact is that they have come from Xiamen and abroad just to take part in this event. Currently at 31 kilometers, 1 hour 46 minutes, with about 11 kilometers until the end. So 2/3 in, and not long now till the finish line. Nice split screen there. That's the leader from both the men's and women's categories. The women currently at 31 kilometers, while the men are at 34 kilometers, around 2 kilometers different and 12 minutes apart. Here's one of China's top local runners, Yang Dinghong, just behind, 1 kilometer away from the leader, roughly 3 to 4 minutes in running time difference. Another 3 runners, Chu Wangdong and Guanxi Yang, also putting in a pretty good result for today's event. Runners' temperature always an issue at this stage, and it will change based on the runner's individual situation. Energy consumption increases for marathon runners, so it is important that water or any liquid be taken after run to start recovery. The challenge for this year is runners having to handle the rain on the day. Many factors can affect runners, like sighting when not being able to clearly see the road. So all runners need to rely on their experience, especially with just 6 kilometers left. Here is a runner from the US named Aston, and also showing a good result too, with a personal best of 2 hours, 10 minutes and 52 seconds. And here are the runners from Ethiopia. Tariku Bekele, number 2 runner Dejene Debela, and number 10, Ayele Abshero. Also there, a runner from the Ukraine, Iho Oliferenko, wearing the number 8 runner's bib. Looks like everyone could remember this year's Xiamen Marathon for the rainy weather. Nearing 37 kilometers, and we can see runners failing to increase their leads by speeding up the pace. This could be down to the weather issue. This rain has really hit the runners hard. And here's another shot of top China runner Yang Dinghong, 5th place at the 16th Asia Marathon, local number 1, one of the 2016 China Marathon top 3 runners. Personal best result of 2 hours, 16 minutes and 27 seconds. Plus, he's also the 2017 Shanghai Marathon winner. And he's joined by another 30-year-old marathon runner, Dong Guojian. Despite his age, he still joins marathon events all year round. And so to the first turnaround, located at the 16-kilometer marker. This should be a Zone 3 runner, usually at a pace of 1 hour to run 16 kilometers. Another great opportunity to witness runners from opposite parts of the world interacting and encouraging each other. Then the rain slows down and the runners in front increase their pace. Runner number 2, number 10, number 3 and number 5 all taking turns in the lead. This is Deribe Robi, runner number 3 from Ethiopia, with a personal best result 2 hours, 5 minutes, 58 seconds. As expected, professional runners not showing any tiring on their face, although this stretch is hard. The front 4 runners are increasing their pace. Ayala Abshero is looking confident. He's running with his teammate and also takes off the gloves. Body definitely warming up. Runner number 2, Dejene Debela, now slowing his pace, no intention of being the pacemaker. Runner number 10, Ayelo Abshero, still maintaining his pace, doesn't look like any problems for him. 38 kilometers reached now, temperature slightly increased, humidity now around 96%. Meanwhile, Ayelo Abshero still keeps his first place with his strength and power. Marathon running is all about never giving up spirit. It's about the determination of runners to achieve something great, not just a result. Some movement in the first zone now. 4 runners becoming 3 runners. 3 of them still continue running at the highest pace. Second turnaround now shows the angle of the runners. Behind them is the Xiamen International Trade Center. It's near to the finish point, so the front 3 runners will start feeling the pressure. Here's our 86-year-old runner with that very slim body, but still keeping pace with the younger competitors. He's doing well and actually getting past other runners. Just behind them is the Xiamen Convention Center, and the front runners finally can see the finish line and will be increasing their pace to finish this run. So now on show are Abshero and Bekele, both of them from Ethiopia. Let's see who will come out on top today. Who could be the best and take first place? It could be either of the Ethiopians, Abshero or Bekele, and it will probably be decided in the last 400 meters. It's been a difficult task for all these runners to run during a rainy day. Congratulations to Dejana Debela, the winner for the men's category of the 2018 C&D Xiamen Marathon. Ayala Abshero very upset to lose, but still a double for Ethiopia. The top three runners also in at 2 hours 11 minutes 40 seconds. The winning time, though, was 2 hours 11 minutes 25 seconds. So now back to the women's category, 38 kilometers in, led by runner number 24, Fatuma Sado Dego, who was also the winner of the 2013 Xiamen Marathon. Xiamen Marathon prize money award rules still in effect, by the way, like past years, meaning only runners with a time of 2 hours 9 minutes can get the full prize money of $40,000 US. China's local runner Yang Dinghong needs to be faster because of this rain. It seems like the weather has been a real challenge for him. Dego now looking in trouble. That's a tiring face. It must be difficult for her because of the weather. She's still not giving up though and maintains her pace. Rain or shine, it's still a great experience for the 2018 C&D Xiamen Marathon. The runners gained valuable experience of running during rain, and this will only make them even more stronger. Local top runner Li Chunhui with a new personal best record, 2 hours 19 minutes. That's a big achievement for him. Zhao Baidong gets second place with 2 hours 19 minutes, and he doesn't seem too happy about his result. Yang Dinghong gets third placing with 2 hours 19 minutes, and he doesn't seem too happy about it. Okay, so now let's turn our focus to our women's category. Just 1,500 meters left to the finish line, and this could be a finish at 2 hours 26 minutes and 27 seconds, which would not be a bad result at all.
海面上还有这个帆船哈，什么感觉啊？非常美。
She's showing the character and spirit of a true leader as she passes 40 kilometers.
我们刚才从那边过来的时候就觉得看到这个帆船就很美很美。然后经过雨
Now at Huanda Road, towards the finishing line, timed at 2 hours and 23 minutes.
所以你们3个是一起从哪里来的？南京来的。南京越跑团的。这样的一个雨战的新年第一场比赛，给大家留下一个什么样的回忆呢？
很难忘吧，很难忘。第一次就下这么大雨，然后也跑了很久了，就从来没有过下这么大雨来体验过。
所以这样的一个新年祝福，也是一个开始，也是一个新年的一场迎接新年的方式。
And trouble strikes. That is not good. Vomiting in the last 100 meters. It's just too much. It's got to be due to the weather issue. Running under the rain obviously causing a runner energy consumption increase. Maybe it was the rain or just the stage of the race, but it's not uncommon to see that happen. That's what can happen when the body tries to maintain a 3-minute pace to finish a 42.195 kilometer route. Just taking part and aiming for a best result shows dedication both mentally and physically. So Fatuma Sado Durgo successfully finishes the run with a time of 2 hours, 26 minutes and 41 seconds and is the winner of the women's category 2018 C&D Xiamen Marathon. The 16th Xiamen Marathon officially saw the heaviest rain ever in the history of the event. In the women's category, now running up to the finishing line, it's second and third up for grabs. Hirut Alameyehu gets second place, also from Ethiopia. She gave a good fight step for step with the winner, Dergo. Meseret Mengitsu Biru gets third place with 2 hours, 30 minutes, 15 seconds. To the men's category prize award podium, Ethiopian runners shining again, all front three placing, all top three runners with their result within 2 hours 12 minutes. It is impressive stuff. Congratulations to all our winners. Congratulations to the top three in the women's category. On hand, Xiamen City Vice Secretary Mr. Wu Weiping and Xiamen City President of the Sports Department Mr. Gu Yining to give the medal to the winners. And that's followed by the CEO of C&D to give the prize check awards to the winners, with, of course, the obligatory photo session.
现在我们正在授予的是2018届法厦门马拉松赛女子全程前3名的选手进行支票的授予。谢谢，也请我们的所有的领导和我们3位获得2018届法厦门马拉松女子全程。
And that's all from us from the 2018 C&D Xiamen Marathon. We'll catch you again next year.